though. My hair's a mess. Can you hear us, Corey?
I see you, but no.
Can you hear me now?
I see you though.
Well, 3 people liked it so far.
Yeah.
So, but you can't hear me. That's a problem, ain't it?
I'm not gonna do my wait. Now say something.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. We're trying to work out all the bugs because we've never went live before. Hey, everybody. Hope you're well. Okay. People saying they can hear us. So Matt and I just wanted to go live for a few minutes just to say how thankful we are that we've reached 250K. We can't believe it. It's hard to believe that many people are interested in helping us celebrate Appalachia, but we're so happy that they are. We hope all of you are well and having a good Friday. Lots of people here. Corey's helping us monitor things there. Oh, thank you so much. Everybody's being so kind. Thank you.
I can't even see it.
Matt can't see it. I can barely see it.
Somebody says hi, Matt. I see that. Hi. I can't see nothing without my glasses.
You're gonna have to
get my face right up in it.
Yeah,
See it,
well, you can do that.
No,
You can be it. Matt and I have been outside today. If you see behind his head, if you can see that little, looks like a little bunch of branches. That's what it is, kind of little trees. He's helped me put that together today for Christmas. And it is a hemlock. It's hemlocks, right? I keep calling them cedars. I keep wanting to say that they're cedars, but it's hemlocks. I think I'm going to decorate it. I was thinking about doing the snowflakes like you used to do when you were in school, when you cut them out with scissors, maybe that. I'm not sure. I have some other little decorations though that I have in mind, so I want to get them out and see if we can put them on there. Little dainty, tiny ones. It'd have to be because the branches are so flimsy that anything you put on it will kind of probably fall off. Hey, everybody keeps saying hello to us. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going fast.
I know. I can't. Corey, you keeping up with it over there?
I sure can't.
Yeah. We're so honored all of you joined us, especially when we didn't even announce it. In our last update where we talked about different things, we kind of said if we reach 250, we'd try to do this. And I said it would probably be overnight, and I think it was. I don't know exactly what time overnight, but when I got up this morning, I started seeing where people were saying congratulations on reaching 250. So that was a really nice thing to wake up to this morning. Any questions, Corey, yet? What else have we been doing today, Matt? What have you been doing?
Not much of nothing. I've been lazy today. Built a fire this morning. That's about it. Went and got your trees.
Yeah, help me with the trees. Me and Corey and Katie all went this morning to get groceries. That's a weekly thing, and I get Granny's groceries every week. I've been doing that for many years, so we usually bring Granny's. Corey just meets us. She don't go with us. It's me and Katie this morning, but Corey just met us, and we do our shopping together. But then I come back by Granny's and drop hers off, and then come back, bring mine home. So that's always an exciting thing to do on Friday mornings. I don't like to get groceries, but it's just part of life. What's wrong, Corey?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Corey's
making faces and typing and going crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm like mad. I'd have to get really. Somebody says, how's the weather here? So the weather has been, we've been having some nice winter cold weather, big heavy frost where you look out the window like behind us there and everything's just white. But today it's warm. It's warmed up. What's it in the 50s, Matt?
Yeah, it's 50, 52, something like that.
So we've been enjoying on those cold, heavy frost mornings, enjoying a the wood heat. But today, Katie said she was about to let it go out. It was about to burn her out of the basement.
Oh, I just went and put some wood on it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm afraid she's cold.
You didn't know, yeah.
How's Granny?
Granny's doing good. Granny was doing good this morning. She actually goes back on Monday for her scan, so we'll get to see how what the treatments did. So that'll be Monday, but they probably won't tell us anything Monday. So her next appointment after that is a week away. So it'll probably be at that appointment that we actually find out what happened. If things are improved or not. I think they are, though, and she does too. She feels the symptoms that she were having, they've lessened, so she feels better about that part. And she's just still really tired out. And so she gets up and does some things, and then she goes back and lays down for a while and rest. I said, that's what you need to do. They told you in the beginning you needed to rest, so don't feel bad about it.
Favorite grocery stores? Do we have a Publix?
We don't have a Publix here. So our local grocery stores are Ingles, and Ingles is great. It's fine. And then we have Walmart, and we have, what do we have? Save-A-Lot and United Grocery Outlet.
Yeah.
Those are okay. This morning I actually went to Walmart. I love to do the grocery pickup so I don't have to go in. And then I went to Ingles, and then I went to Save-A-Lot for Granny because she likes their sausage. So I went and got her some sausage. Any more questions, Corey?
Yeah, let me go back up in
Okay. Corey's trying to field your questions since me and Matt can't keep up.
How will we celebrate Christmas as a family?
Celebrating Christmas as a family, it'll be different this year. We all gather together and eat, and usually as far as our immediate family, we would do Christmas as far as presents on Christmas morning. Christmas Eve, we always celebrated with Matt's mother, Miss Cindy, and she passed away this summer. So that'll be different. It'll be sad. I can't start talking about it. I'll start crying, but that'll be different. But on Christmas Day, after kind of Christmas morning subsides, we get together with my family and have a big meal, and we'll do that here at our house. It'll be different this year. Another thing that'll be different, of course, now Corey's married. So Corey this year will spend Christmas with her in-laws, which will be wonderful for her in Austin. Last year, they stayed with us for Christmas Day. This year, they'll go there. So that'll be different too, but it'll be good. It'll still be good. I'm excited for Corey that she'll get to be with their family and experience all their traditions that Austin's used to, that he's told her about all the years that they've been together. So that'll be really good for her. And I know his family will really, really love that, just like we loved Austin being with us last year.
There's another question. Now I forgot it.
Corey's trying to keep up, but she's forgetting questions too, she said. Yeah.
Someone wants to know, how can they send Granny a card? Tell them that I'll put the address.
Yeah, Corey will put the address, put the P.O. box, Corey. Corey will put that in there. So if you wanted to send Granny a Christmas card or a get well card or something, she would like that. You can send it to us and we'll give it to her. You can put Granny Wilson on it, or you can put her name, Evelyn Luzine Wilson, either one. She likes that. She likes to get mail. And I don't know, probably all of you do the same thing. When you get Christmas cards, she always would put them either like around a door jamb in the house there, or maybe even on the wall. I've seen some old pictures of when I was real little that she just taped them to the wall. And once or twice she made like a kind of a rope around her big window in her living room and just hung them from that. That was really pretty. Matt and I like to put them, again, we usually put them around this window right behind us, and we need to do that. We've got some beautiful cards. Thank you so much. If you've sent us a Christmas card, we really, really love looking at them and love reading your notes too.
She used to put them around the big archway in her going out of her living room.
She
you
did.
remember?
Yeah, she used to put them there.
But I don't think she's done that in a while.
No, she don't. She's not as spry as she used to be, and she hates to ask us to do everything for her. What was you going to say, Corey? What's for supper? That's a good question. Matt was saying maybe a deer burger. So it might be a deer burger today.
That'd be good.
A venison burger. Yeah. We usually have burgers at least once a week and have French fries. I say French fries, but really I just roast them in the oven because that's easier. So that may be what we have for supper.
Are we gonna get any snow, you think?
I hope we get snow. I'm always hoping. Actually, was that last week? Is it in the last 3 or 4 days? Parts of North Carolina did get snow. What night was that? Because you and Katie were out and you seen flurries.
Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 nights
Yeah,
ago. And
3 or
that's
4
a little
nights.
bit of just a few specks on the porch, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
much
wasn't
of nothing.
even enough to make a skiff, is what we would call. If we
Yeah.
have barely a little bit of snow that just kind of on the tops of the car, that kind of snow, we say that's a skiff of snow. So this wasn't even enough to be a skiff of snow. But Matt and Katie, I didn't see it, but they did see flurries. They were both outside after dark and they said it was flurrying. I didn't see it though, but some parts of North Carolina got snow. I'm hoping though. I'm hoping for a big snow. Granny's hoping. Her hopes. She's always hoping against me, so she don't want it to be a big snow. She's like, "Oh, it'll be bad, and the roads will be bad, and people can't get out and go to where they're supposed to." And and she's right. I do hate it for people that have to travel. And that's a lot of people, even in my family that live up north, that where it snows a lot, they say, Tipper, if you had snow like we do, you wouldn't like it. And that's probably right. But here, it doesn't last long. If even a big snow will be gone in what, 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, or less.
Because of our fluctuating weather. And then everything just kind of stops. Everything shuts down. Everything closes.
Are you excited to become grandparents?
We're very excited to be grandparents.
Yes.
Yeah. I might start crying about that today too. Very emotional about it. I'm very excited though. I'm so happy, and Matt's happy that he's going to have with Katie's little boy. He's going to have a little boy running around.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I need some people on my team.
Yeah.
I've been the lone survivor for years.
Yeah. Matt used to tease that he was even his dog was a girl, because we had a little dog, Ruby Sue.
Mhm.
Is that Sean that has give us?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean, so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. You've been with us a long, long time. I know. Thank you so much. But yeah, Matt used to tease that even his dog was a girl. We had Ruby Sue, a little rat terrier, for 14 years. Before that, we had Wilma, which was again a beagle, but she was a girl. So you've always been outnumbered.
We're about to even things up.
Yeah, with Austin and
I'm gonna make him boys mean too.
baby boy.
Will the kids call you Granny?
I don't know. We had first thought Grandma and Grandpa is what we would. It's funny, Corey and Austin teasingly, because of Olive. Of course, she's just a dog, but they would tease and say that Olive, you're going to stay with Grandma and Grandpa. And I said, well, that's fine. I could be called that. But then recently we've been talking about Mama and Papa, so we might be Mama and Papa. I guess we've not decided for sure yet which it'll be. When I was growing up, I had a granny and a mama, and you had, what did you have?
Mama and Papa.
Yeah,
and then the other ones, just whatever I decided to call them, I guess.
You just called Bonnie.
Yeah, I did call her by her first name.
Yeah.
And my grandpa, her husband, I don't remember. He died when I was real, real young, so I don't remember what I called him. I was like 5, I think, when he died.
Yeah.
And Papa on my other side died at about the same time, but everybody else called him Papa and referred through me to him as Papa, so that's what I always called him.
A lot of people have asked, and we answered this in one video about Miss Cindy, that why we called her Miss Cindy, but that's what she wanted to be called. She didn't want to be Granny or Grandma or Mama or any of those things. Thank you, Margaret, so much. You've been with us a long time too. We really appreciate you. You're so nice. All your comments always are. We really appreciate you. But it is interesting what people choose to be called. There's a real cute little video. I can't remember the name of the people exactly, but it's Southern something. And they kind of make, it's just a like satire, but comical and real heartwarming about people from the South. And it's one of the grandma, she's getting to be a grandma. And it's like, they set up a little scene where she's going to a store to get her grandma name. And it's funny just what she goes, they've got all the little things set up. And my family, Granny and Pap, it was the first, it's usually the first grandchild that gets to name that. So it's my nephew, Ben, he's the oldest, and he didn't name them. But when my sister-in-law was pregnant with him, her and Steve, my brother, said, "What do you want to be called?" And Granny said Granny, and Pap said, "I want to be called Pap." His father, I called Papaw, but he called him Pap. I don't think he called him that growing up, but after all the grandkids come along, he called him Pap. We know a few other Paps. Pap down the road. Jonah calls Tim Pap.
Right.
What about the angel behind in the black frame? Someone had asked about it a couple minutes ago.
That I painted that. Yeah, that's one of my folk art pieces. I used to do folk art, and I went to festivals and things like that. And that was one that I did. Let me see. Jay and Lisa, thank you so much. Gosh, y'all are so nice and so kind to support us like this. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you. Really. But yeah, I painted that painting back when in my days when I used to go around trying to sell my folk art. I wasn't all that successful, but I really enjoyed doing it. Oh, Brandy, thank you so much. Thank you. No, you're so sweet. You're so kind. Thank you so much. But I really enjoyed it. I painted all kinds of things, mostly angels like that. Let's see, there's one, you can't really see it for the tree over here, but behind that tree, there's one there. And after I quit painting, I guess I quit when I went back to school, and then I started working full time. And but I kept the ones that were my favorites, and that was some of them that I really loved. Really loved that one over there, especially, probably more than that one. But I like both of them. I'd love to do that again someday. Love to be able to. I have some sprinkled throughout the house. There's one over here, actually, in here. I have a video. Maybe Corey could put that link in there where I went around and showed the pictures in the kitchen. It's been in the last, I don't know, a few months. It's not been too far. My favorite pictures in the kitchen or something like that. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you, Daphne. Oh, gosh, y'all are so nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Maybe Corey can find that link. You could see a more close-up picture of it if you were interested. I love handmade things. Granny was somebody that was really creative, and she passed that on to me. And of course, Corey is too. But I've heard Katie a lot of times when she talks about being a jeweler and a silversmith, a lapidary artist. It's funny. It's not funny. It's true, but I just never thought about it. It's funny to me that until I heard her say it, is that she says that she got it from Matt. And at first I thought, well, but he does. He's really creative in we tease him about being MacGyver, because anything that needs to be fixed, he can figure out how to fix it. So Katie says she got her creative gene and a way to work with her hands from Matt. Yeah.
I can usually just kind of read stuff up. That's about it.
Oh, well, you do. It works, don't it?
Yeah, it works for me.
Well, it works. That's all that counts.
Favorite Christmas gift, favorite recipe, and cookbook. Oh,
goodness, that's hard. What's your favorite Christmas gift you've ever got, Matt? I can't tell y'all, but I think Matt's this year might be I really got a good one.
Go ahead and tell.
No,
I'd like to hear it.
It's one of the cookbook signings that me and Corey went to. I could even say where it was from. It's from Boone, because you still won't know. But that was, you're going to like it a lot. You're going to like it.
I don't know. Probably my first gun, I would imagine, would be my favorite one, because I hadn't had one before that. And when I woke up that morning and saw that was all I didn't see anything else but that.
Yeah.
And I really had a big time with it.
I don't know. For me, I used to love to get dolls when I was little, thinking about that far back. I got a Baby Come Back. Any of y'all remember that? Baby Come Back doll. I probably still have her somewhere. And had blonde hair, and she would shuffle and walk. That was the Baby Come Back. She'd come back to you. And then in recent years, Katie got me a really lovely Brasstown carving. She's got me several over the years, but this was an elephant. And when I first opened it, I thought, Katie's going to the post office. See you, Katie.
I guess I might as well get my wallet and my keys and not make 2 trips.
This guy.
I'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, when I first opened it, because I didn't know they did elephants. Katie, do you know right off the top of your head who made it? Ben Hall.
Yeah.
Ben Hall. I almost thought my sister-in-law Kim collects elephants, and so I thought, oh my goodness, is this confused? I got Kim's, and then Katie told me, and I was like, oh, that's so special. I didn't even know they did that. Thank you so much, Connie and Cassandra and Sandra. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Anyway, Katie got me that, and that was really special. And that same year, Corey got me. Bye, Katie.
The elephants were rare. They only made a few of them.
She says they're rare. They
They're
only
hard
made
to
a
find.
few. Yeah. Corey had found an old blanket. We got to go to Granny Gazzy's house. There's no one that's lived there in forever, and with Granny, so it's her mother's house. And there was an old, like a quilt top there. And Corey, they said that we could take some of the stuff, so Corey took it. Well, I just totally even forgot about it, but Corey knew when she took it that she was going to have it quilted and have it for me for Christmas. And that about makes me cry too. I'm just crying today. what's got into me anyway, but those are some of my favorite ones. And then for the recipes, Matt, what's your favorite recipe?
The cookbook?
Yeah, the cookbook.
Gosh, I don't know. I like all of them.
He's got some of his recipes are in there, the deer roast and the I'm sure there's
Is that orange pull apart bread in there?
no, it's not in there. That's one of Matt's favorite.
I love it.
But Corey might be able to link to that too. The cinnamon orange pull apart bread. Corey could put that link in there.
That's our best thing I've ever eaten, I believe.
It's so hard for me thinking about the cookbook because there's so many of the recipes that are just like we eat all the time. So they're our favorites. Thinking about cornbread and biscuits especially come to mind. The gravies, chocolate gravy.
What was in taters that's in there from Jim?
Oh yeah, that was Jim. Streaked
like
meat
that.
was potatoes. Those were good. We had a recent video about those too. Maybe Corey can add that one to the chat. It's I don't remember the name of it, but it's potatoes, streaked meat, fatback, and potatoes, something like that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
One of my favorites in the cookbook though is the Arsh tater cake, because I love the Arsh in the name of it. It's a corruption of the word Irish, but we would say Arsh tater to mean just a white potato. But it's a cake that has those in it, and it has black walnuts in it. And Granny made it the whole time I was growing up. And it's just my favorite cake of all. But gosh, it'd be hard to say which one was my favorite exactly. I love them all. I love them all. I'm really so glad and thankful to Jim Cassida. He's a dear friend and has been for many, many years. But if he had not just finally, he's always encouraged me to do a book. And he just finally realized I would never do it unless he said, let me hold your hand and let's do it together. And that's what he did. So I'm very grateful to him.
Cookbook signs for 2024.
I'm working on one for sure, that be in the Ringgold, Georgia area, if that works out. And I think it will. And I apologize that I can't remember the name of it. It's at a restaurant that I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will certainly make everybody aware of that when the details are all firmed up. Thank you, Linda and Randy, so much. We appreciate you both. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you being here. I can't hardly believe this. Matt said, well, what are we going to do if there's nobody there?
Yeah, I figured we'd sit down here and it'd just be crickets.
Crickets.
Yeah.
I said, well, we'll look at each other and talk to Corey.
But it's been wide open ever since we sat down.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. But I hope to do more cookbook signings. I hope that we can. Oh, thank you so much. Now, I love your name, but I know I'm never going to say it right. What do you think it is? Esma? I see your name. I remember it. And you support us so much. We're so thankful for you. I hope we got your name right.
Gosh, I can't see
Thank you, Sean. Oh, thank you, Sean. I hope everything's all right. Hope you have a good visit with the doctor and that you're well. Thank you. So nice. But yeah, Matt said, what are we going to do if nobody comes? I said, I don't know. We'll just, like I said, talk to Corey and look at ourselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking if I'm having a boy or a girl. You can tell them tomorrow. We'll have a video about it.
Okay. I hope they didn't just hear that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There'll be a video about it.
Okay. Corey's trying to give me signals over here.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you, all of you that know that Corey, you watched Corey and Austin's video about Corey expecting, and people have been anxious to know what it is and to find out. She's going to share a video tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow, and you can find out what our other grandchild will be. Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting time. And we could have never in a million years have guessed that things would work out the way they have. But it is interesting to us, and I think good for Corey and Katie both, that now they're both doing this together. It's funny, before me and Matt had kids, we've got a video about that too, Corey can link to, but we were kind of in a position where we wasn't really ready to have kids, but I had so many health problems, in that type of health problems, that our doctor basically said, you got to try if you're ever going to have kids. And at the time, he didn't tell me, but he told me later he really didn't think I could have kids. But then I had twins. So it was wonderful. But me or Matt, neither one were not the people that would have said, I wish I had twins. I really want to have twins. We would have said, no, thank you.
I never even gave it any thought.
Yeah, I would have said, no, thanks.
A little bit shocked when it came to
Oh,
be.
yeah, we were very
we found out.
shocked. Very, very shocked. But anyway, we were very thankful too. God knew exactly what we needed. But because of that, Corey and Katie, my siblings and me were close too, but it is a really special bond to see Corey and Katie all through their, they shared a womb together and they've shared everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes it's not so fun to share everything. There's been a lot of fisticuffs in there,
Yes.
but overall they're best friends. And so then to be able to share this too has really been wonderful. Thank you, Kathy, so much. Thank you. And thank you. I know it's not Sainer. I think it's Sandra, but I may be wrong about that. But thank you. And we appreciate you so much. Yeah.
Everybody says Matt looks younger from retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I feel younger.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Matt naturally looks way younger than I am. He goes, well, not probably with his beard now, but he goes in to get, if he was buying tobacco or something like that, and they card him. So he's always, and then when it's funny, we still tease about it. When we first started doing videos, somebody, they were actually kind of being mean, but it's funny the way they said it was about, we'd showed our, oh, thank you so much, Suburban Mermaid. Thank you. We appreciate you. You've been with us a long time too. I know. But anyway, we were showing something about our chickens, and they didn't approve of how our chicken lot set up or something. So they were saying something negative about that, but it was funny. They said, and tell your son that he don't. I was like, okay, well, he's not my son. He's my husband.
Gosh, I forgot about
And he's actually older than I am too. But anyway, it was funny. You got to laugh about it.
Yeah.
Is it hard to get the deer to here, to drive in here?
Not too bad. Just according to how far up in there I am. I've been hunting fairly close to the house here this year, so what deer I have killed this year has been fairly easy to get here.
Lots of people, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm still trying to. Was Matt in the Army?
No, I was not. I was not in the service of any kind. There's lots of people ask me that, but was not in the service.
Matt's daddy, Papa Tony, was in the Army.
Right.
And then my dad, Pap, he was a Marine. Pap was a Marine.
Y'all ever visit West Virginia?
No, but I would love to. I would absolutely love to.
Yeah, what I've seen of it on TV
Yeah,
is pretty.
just stunningly beautiful. I would love to.
Does Dad do any whittling?
No, not really, other than just if I need to whittle something sharp to job in the ground in the garden or something, I'll do that. But as far as being able to whittle out stuff that are, like figurines or something, I can't do that.
How would people get notified when you go live?
I don't know how that works. Now, most people, I think, say, hey, I'm going to go live on Tuesday at 12 o'clock or something. Maybe that's something we can do in the future. We just never, in the beginning, we wanted to go live. We thought that would be something when we first started YouTube, but we had slow internet. So then it was a long time, probably a year or more into it, or maybe over that, till we finally got high speed. So, but then by that point, thank you, Molly. Thank you so much. We just never did do it. And then this time we were afraid, didn't know for sure if we could. And I don't know, it's kind of unnerving to go live. I'd have to have Corey or someone, her or Katie, one to help me, me and Matt both. So hopefully though, in the future, we can announce it ahead of time. That would be better, I know, for people. But I guess if you don't announce it, if you do like you did today, you just have to kind of be looking, Corey, and happen to see it.
Yeah.
Is that how it would go?
I guess.
Yeah.
This is the Roland's asking if this is your first live.
Yes. First live ever. Yes.
Christmas shopping done?
No, not all Christmas shopping. No. Most of it, though, I guess most of it. Thank you so much, Season and Sprout. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Let's see. There's other questions up in here.
Corey's looking for some of your questions.
Pass them, come in so quick.
I could be reading. Well, me too, Rhonda. I see that, Rhonda. Yeah. Thank you, Shayla Ann. Thank you so much.
Plans for the next 10 years.
Plans for the next 10 years. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna be spoiling grandbabies.
Yeah, spoiling
That's what we
grandbabies. Yeah, spoiling grandbabies.
Never have been. I almost went one year, 25 years or so ago, and then something happened and it fell through. I would like to go, but I'm afraid I've almost got too old.
He has a, yeah. Go ahead.
That's a lot of climbing and all that, and I don't know.
Thank you, Jessica, so much. Thank you so much.
I'm pretty content just to stay here in Deer Hunt.
He has a standing invitation. I have one of my dear friends. I can't even remember not knowing her, Tracy. She lives in Montana with her husband. She grew up that way over the mountain. We used to wish that in Pine Log that we had a road directly between my house and her house, because then it would just take 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you got to go out through Brasstown and all the way around. Anyway, she's lived out there in Montana since we graduated high school. And her husband is a hunter. And so he's always told Matt, you just got to come and we'll go. Yeah. So, oh, thank you, Sassy, so much. Wow. Bless you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We wanted to say hello to Pat Harbin too, if you're watching. Thank you. And we wanted to say hello. How long have we been doing YouTube? I see that question, Corey. It's interesting. We've actually been doing it for over 15 years, which sounds crazy. But that was on the, thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. That was on our Blind Pig and the Acorn channel. If you go there, that's like an archive of all of our family's music. It has Pap on it, me and Corey and Katie. My nephews has some other people on it, but primarily Pap and Paul. And like I said, my nephews are Corey and Katie. And me. That's mostly what it is. And so we started that back in 2008, and we really started it to have a place to put music so then I could share it on the Blind Pig and the Acorn, my blog. But this channel, we only started in 2020. Did I start it in 2020? Yes, 2020. Yeah. I'm losing track of time too, but we started it. We've got a whole video where we kind of talk about this, but thank you, William. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We wanted to share more like the gardening and the cooking and those kind of things. And I could have just put them on the Blind Pig and the Acorn, but then it's kind of like after Pat, my dad died, that's like a time capsule of all of our music. And it just seemed like it would be better to leave that for music and then to, do the Celebrating Appalachia. And me and Matt for 2 or 3 months tried to think of a name and went back and forth about different things we could call it. And back when I first started the Blind Pig and the Acorn, I had like a little, mission statement or something. And that was my endeavor, was to celebrate all the things about Appalachia. So that's kind of how we ended up with Celebrating Appalachia. Oh, thank you so much for the babies. Oh my goodness, we appreciate that. We'll make sure that let's see, it's like OB1 wagon. I can't read the rest. We'll make sure the babies get that for sure. Corey, you write that down somewhere. We'll make sure that Corey and Katie and Austin, that they get that for the babies. Thank you.
Is there a way to go back and read your blog from the beginning?
There is. It would be easier from blogs are complicated, especially when you get one as old as mine is. So, the way I have it set up is not where you can just go like to 2008, March 6th, I think was my first post back then. So maybe we could find that and put it somewhere. I don't know if Corey can do that though right now. It'd probably be easier for me to do it. But maybe I could share that in the like when this video goes when we're done, and it'll just be on our channel. I'll go back and I'll put that in the comment and say in the top comment and say someone asked, and I'll put you back to the very first one. But then you would just have to like kind of click next page, next page, next page to do that. Corey, you write that down so I won't forget to do that.
What year did you get married?
1994. Is that right, Matt? We're terrible about, I'm not one of those people that keep up with the anniversaries and stuff, but 94.
Yeah, I think it was 94.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a jam cake or a hummingbird cake?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to. I've never made either one, but I've always wanted to.
A jam cake or hummingbird cake?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Corey, I'm thinking y'all can hear Corey and you can't. I've always wanted to make a jam cake or a hummingbird cake, but I never have. Corey's like, you ought to tell him what you're talking about. Oh, thank you, Susan, so much. Thank you. Thank you. No, I didn't. I don't think that she wanted any of it. She's had trouble eating, with all of her treatments and all that. And I'm not sure Matt's eat any of it either.
Yeah.
Have you eaten some? I mean, you did that first day.
Yeah, I'll eat some.
Okay, have you? I've been eating it. I've almost eat it all.
Did I get a haircut?
Matt gives his own self haircuts.
Yeah, I give my own self haircuts. When it gets to bothering me, I just buzz it off.
Yeah.
I ain't got a whole lot of hair to begin with.
Do you have garden plans for next year? And what was your favorite thing from this year?
Oh, goodness. Yes, always garden plans. Always. Right, Matt? Always.
Mm-hmm.
We have a really big garden plan, but we can't share it yet. And we don't know exactly how it's going to all work out, but we're hopeful about that. But even up here on the Goat Bluff here, we have plans, maybe some new beds. I'm hoping that I could find some kind of really great compost. I'd love to put on all the beds this winter. Boy, winter's getting away from us already, though. Gonna have to get on that. And then our favorite thing from this year, I don't know. I love the new raised beds on the bank. That's probably my favorite thing. You think so?
Yeah, it'd give us more room, more places
Yeah.
to grow stuff. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, always good. Talking about Granny and the Fudge, though, she did ask me she sent me home some the little butterscotch haystacks. I may have a video about that. Seems like I do, Corey. Corey can put the link. Super, super easy as that fudge is to make. So she sent me home all the stuff to make it. So if I make that, I'll take her some back.
And you're gonna make him haystacks.
That's Matt's wanting them. I can make them this evening. They're really super
those
easy. It don't take 5 minutes to make them.
Have you seen deer right up to your house this year?
Not this year. We have in the past. Sometimes it's usually in the summer or late summer. They'll drift down here real close just occasionally, but they'll stay back just enough where we can't see them, primarily because there's dogs that run loose here in the holler, and they stay just on the outside edges of where the dogs can get to them.
Several people ask us that a lot, like, how do you keep them out of your garden? And that's how, it has to be the only reason is the dogs that are loose in the holler. It's mostly all family that live in this holler, but people have dogs and they just they're outside dogs and they roam around at will. And they, some of them are, I don't guess hunting dogs necessarily, but dogs that chase deer. So they chase them out.
You froggy, Dad.
I never have. I would. I've just never had the opportunity, never been anywhere where I could, but I have eaten frog legs and I really like them. So that might be something in the future that we need to plan.
Yeah.
Do you ever bake desserts, Dad?
Bake desserts? No. I eat desserts that she bakes. I can cook. I cook some, but I'm not near the cook she is, and do supper and breakfast and that sort of thing, but I'm not a baker.
Do y'all hunt ginseng?
No,
No,
Matt
never
never
have.
has. My older brother Steve, he used to hunt it when we were young, when he was like a teenager. And I think I know, I don't know why I said I think. I have a video about Steve talking about it and how when he was young that was, big, but he didn't hardly know anybody. And one thing is people just don't get out in the woods as much to hunt it. And then two, regulations are so different now than they were when he was young. And he mostly did it. I think he says in the video was to be out in the woods. He made a little bit of money, but not much. But there are people that do it really full time and make money. But Matt's never, for whatever reason, you never did it, did you?
No, I just never did. I was, at the time you'd be hunting it, I was usually doing something else and just never really got around to doing it.
Somebody says, have you ever hunted a wild boar? I see that one, Corey.
No. I have killed one or two just while I was deer hunting, but I've never actually went hunting specifically for them.
Have you thought about having your own YouTube channel?
Well, I'm pretty technically insufficient, so probably not.
Favorite store-bought candy or candy bar?
Favorite store-bought candy bar, mine would be a Zero bar.
Yeah, I like Reese cups, and I like I don't know, coconut roll? What do you call them? The coconut, what things like, not coconut, pecan roll.
Pecan rolls,
I'm like, why am I saying coconut? Pecan rolls, but I like Reese cups. I think somebody said, would we go live and play music? That's what, when we first started, that's what I thought we would do, that we could do a live and me and Paul and Corey and Katie could play music. So maybe sometime in the future we could do that. Corey and Katie should do that. I've always told them they should. It's just a moment of trying to fit it in. Trying to figure out how to fit it in, and then also having somebody that can monitor and make sure everything's going like it should. So, but maybe we could do that.
Funniest or most awkward moment deer hunting?
Oh gosh, I don't know. One funny thing didn't happen to me. It happened to my dad. He ended up years and years ago. He shot a deer and ended up killing 2 deer in one shot and didn't know it. And we got back to camp, and when we skinned the deer, he realized that it's not where he was aiming, and he got to replaying it back in his head, and he got to thinking, well, I bet there's another deer laying there. So they drove all the way back to where he was hunting, and sure enough, found another one. He got 2 of them in one shot.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. I don't guess he could ever do that again.
Well, that's actually happened to him twice.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Lucky Papa Tony. Yeah. A lot of people ask us if they could meet Papa Tony, and we hope that you can at some point. He lives 2 hours away from us, so it's not as easy to be right with him. But I want to. I've wanted to interview him. I've wanted to document him making pickle beans and corn because they're the best ever. But it's just never worked out thus far. But hopefully it will in the future. Somebody said. Somebody I seen, one of the questions was, did I notice that Corey was pregnant before she told us? And I didn't know. No, I didn't notice. And I think it was Roland says, can you assign moderator? You can do that. You can. Yeah. I just have to ask who was available and who could do it. But yes, that would definitely work. I think that's what most people do, isn't it? Roland or Corey. Corey may know. Yeah. I think that's what most people do.
Katie, and if she was here, we could have both of us going
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. But you can even, I could even ask Roland or whoever to be a moderator, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. More questions, Corey?
I want to hear Matt sing.
Yeah, Matt actually can sing very well.
I don't know about that. I don't do much singing.
I think so. Yeah, do some Waylon Jennings or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we ever have hoe cakes? Did y'all ever have hoe cakes and you want to make this week?
Yeah, I've wrote about hoe cakes on the Blind Pig and the Acorn, and I think I may have done a video, but people call them different things, whether they just call them fried cornbread or something, or hoe cakes, or hot water cornbread, or journey cakes even. You'll hear them called different things. We've got somebody at the door.
Do
Maybe
you like squirrel dumplings, Dad?
Squirrel dumplings, absolutely, I do. That's a fine thing.
maybe it was.
UPS.
Oh, okay. UPS. He probably
Fine.
just left it. I don't know though. Sometimes UPS comes to our house. They stay for 30 minutes.
Yeah, they do.
We've made friends with some of them. Depends on who. Thank you, Corey, for
Have
doing
you
that.
ever made vinegar pie?
I have. Yeah, I made it. I have. It's been a long time though. I made it one time. I never did make it again.
Do any of us know how to yodel?
Maybe Paul.
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 Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he can yodel a little bit.
Yeah.
Paul
Maybe
can.
Paul.
Have you ever fixed fried rabbit and gravy?
I
Had
don't think
fried
s-
rabbit, but
Yeah, I've eaten
maybe-
fried rabbit lots, but I don't believe I ever. Don't think I've had gravy with it. My grandma used to make fried squirrel and gravy for me a whole lot, and she might have done rabbits too, but I don't. It's been so long ago I can't remember.
Is it safe to eat squirrels for fear of worms?
It's this after. I mean, most old people would say after frost or whatever.
Yeah, after a frost, those wolves they call them get under their hide there. A good frost or two will kill them, and I'm not afraid to eat them.
Yeah, I was going to say that might be like Pap said when I said what was the best wood. He said, well, it depends on how cold you are, talking about wood stoves. So I
Yeah.
guess with the squirrels, it might be how hungry you are.
Right.
Ever
So,
hiked the Appalachian Trail? Any part of it?
no, I don't think so.
No, never been on the
no,
Appalachian
I think
Trail.
so.
Aaron says, was that UPS from me?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Corey's going to check it.
He told me it was for the truck, and I thought he meant in the next couple of days.
Oh,
Not right now. I think they're from Amazon. Unless he sent it from Amazon.
well, open it. Well, it don't matter. We'll see. We don't know. Corey can't tell. And she's,
Just from Amazon.
yeah. Jill, Granny never made those, but boy, that sounds good. That sounds like I need to make it. Biscuit dough, pats of butter, sprinkle with sugar, lots of vanilla, roll up and slice and bake. That sounds good.
Gosh, yeah.
Sounds delicious. Yeah.
Cornmeal pie.
I don't think I've ever had cornmeal pie. That sounds interesting.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to try that one.
Pineapple whip made from tapioca. You know that recipe?
I don't think I know that recipe either. That sounds good too.
Potato candy.
Yes, potato candy. Yeah. Dear sweet man, he passed away this year, early in the 2023. JC McCoy, he was known for his potato candy, and it was good. Yeah, it's really good. I hadn't made any. I don't think I made any last year. I think I've talked about it on the Blind Pig and the Acorn made it, but I don't think I've made it in a video, but it is good. I like it.
Was UPS bringing Katie stuff for her job in the dungeon? Maybe.
That's why they know us so well, because they come to bring Katie's supplies and so that's how they get to know us.
Ever make water pie, or it's also known as depression pie?
I don't think I've ever made that. No, that sounds interesting too. Yeah.
Would you ever write a devotional?
I don't know. If I felt like God wanted me to, I guess I would. I do keep I do when I pray and read each morning. My devotionals. I have like a journal, so I guess I could go back through that and see. I don't know. I'm really thankful to people that do that. I think Corey would be good at that. So if you've not watched some of her devotionals, I think that would be good. Two people I think would be good at that is Corey and Pastor Lon. If you watch the Homestead and Pastor, I think he would be. He does devotions too, and I think he would be a great person to write them out. Yeah.
I'll put his channel in the description.
Okay, thank you.
Everything
Yeah,
until-
Corey can put her Pastor Lon's and Robbie Lynn's channel there. Oh, Brylan, thank you so much, Brylan. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Corey.
Buttermilk pie.
Yes, buttermilk pie. We love it. I have a video about it. Yeah, Corey's like, I want some of that now. I have a video. Corey can link to that. It's really good. And I think I first learned about it. I probably say in the video, so you can tell me if I mean, you can see what I say about it. It seems like I might have learned about it from the John C. Campbell Folk School, maybe Nanette. I can't remember for sure, but yes, buttermilk pie. We really love it. Thank you, Mary, so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think Katie has arrived back. People at the post office know us very well too. We go to the post office about every day, from shipping out either Katie's stuff or the cookbooks or CDs or Corey's soap, those kind of things. So make it. Yeah. Okay. So many people. We appreciate all of you so much for joining us during this live and all the good wishes. And we thank you, and we wish all of you a Merry Christmas. And we're so thankful for you, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't, I wouldn't get to do what I love. I will start crying now probably. And Matt wouldn't have got to leave his job, and, we wouldn't have reached 250,000. I know my cookbook, mine and Jim Cassidy's cookbook, wouldn't have been as successful. So we thank you so much for all that you do with us and for us. I feel like you're with us because you're helping us celebrate Appalachia. You really are. You watch our videos, but then you leave these amazing comments, and I really try. It's hard, but I try to read all the comments, because it's hard because there's so many of you, but I get such joy from those comments, and I learn so much. You're actually teaching me so much. Even in this video, you've told me about all these recipes I need to go and check out, and I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, I mean, be writing them down, so
yeah.
I can give them back to you to tell you I
Matt
want
can
some
remind
of this.
me to go back through them and do it. Yeah. So thank you so much. I think we're going to have to sign off and end the stream and get supper and help Katie get in the rest of the stuff she's got in the car. But we appreciate each of you so much, and we're so thankful for you. And we wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.